It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. And it's coming up next.
This is an all-sports station production.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time. And it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey.
Under pressure, they got him again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Micah Parsons. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Down to the 41. Second down and 8. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dobbs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Dobbs is throwing. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
To throw is Dobbs. And incomplete on the deep ball. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement. Put the ball in the hands of my quarterback and give him a run-pass option.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Dobbs. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dobbs. And his throw is incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. Oh, able to avoid him. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Connor going to get it again on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Dobbs. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season despite receiving less than 200 touches.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, it's Pollard. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A first down throw for Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
Prescott yet again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. And I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball. Let's roll.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They start with a give to Connor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Here's Dobbs to throw. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him, and this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Dobbs. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dobbs is throwing. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Prescott, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Brown. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Dobbs. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
With it is Brown. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Dobbs now on second down. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Dobbs to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll run again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Yeah, go right now. It's showtime, baby. I got you, man.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here's Pollard again.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Now a give here to Pollard. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.